Gemini placements. Gemini Sun, Moon, Rising, or Stellium. Let's do your reading. If you want a private reading, the link to that is in the description box. Let's see, Gemini, what do we have for you? Hang on. What do we have for you? Gemini. Okay, this is someone from the past, but they are not the same person. This is someone you dealt with, but they are not the same. Whatever this person went through was chaotic enough to cause some serious change. It's like they are a different person with the same name, probably the same face. Maybe they will look like they've been through hell. Now, not necessarily what they went through is hell, but it's definitely karmic. They received some type of karma. If it's not karma, it could be an awakening of some kind, where this person went through some serious inner work, possibly forced with the justice here, where they were forced to face their shadows. Because I see that this person has stripped away the falsehood, like a snake shedding its skin. And they have like this new, fresh layer. A level of their being is coming to the surface. A deeper level, you know, something that is more authentic, something that is more connected to nature, to their spirit, to their higher self. So they have gone through some serious upgrade. Okay, so are they, I'm not sure if they're coming back to you or if it's just like FYI, this person is no longer the same person that you knew them as. Let's see. Wow. What I wowed about is the fact that this person is going to put this knowledge, this new them, into practice. Because sometimes people will go through inner changes, but they will not implement those changes on their external. I see that this person is kind of like when you read a book. If you read a book and you don't really apply what you have learned from the book, the knowledge that you've learned, then it's a waste of time. And I'm not talking about novels or whatever, like waste of time book reading, okay? I mean, I'm not gonna shame you for reading a story, but I personally think that if you're gonna read a book, make sure that it's gonna help you somehow. It's like a development book, a help book, a manual book of some kind. Not the DIY manual books. I'm talking about self-help books, psychological development, blah, blah. But anyways, what I see here, that this person, as if they have tapped into a knowledge within themselves, which everybody possess, and then they are applying these things that they have learned in their external, which will result in the 10 of Pentacles. So this person is going to tap into some serious change. And this change is going to be visible to the naked eye. It's just music, baby. She's like, who's singing? Where did that come from? Just music. So, okay. See, so far this reading or this message is letting you know how much this person has changed. Now, why does that concern you? Are you thinking about this person? Are you wanting to know what's happening in their life? Are you curious? Because so far, I'm not really seeing that this person is going to come to you. Maybe they will. it's not really showing me that they intend to make a move towards you. I'm just seeing what type of changes that they're going through. It will be visible, Gemini. It will be visible. You will see the change on this person. Maybe they will look better, healthier, more relaxed, more content, more of a go-getter, because I do see this energy is active, not passive. Okay. Are you just letting Gemini know what's happening here with this person, or is there something that is going to happen between the two of them? Nothing is going to happen between the two. Are they? Is this message to tease you? Maybe it is. Is this message to tease you, Gemini? Maybe this is telling you like, hey, the bitch that you left is doing well. You know, you could have been the one that initiated the karma in them, the awakening in them, and then you left them. And now this person found the lesson or found the benefit to having this awakening. So in a way, they should send you a thank you card. Because I feel like the connection between the two of you wasn't the greatest. And there were so many things that was wrong with this person. And maybe you were tolerant of it for some time. But then you gave up on it. It's like, hey, I'm not dealing with you anymore. Go fucking fix your shit. And you left. Or they left you, whatever the case here. But it feels like the disconnect the disconnect has caused this person to develop in a way. This is kind of like a after a breakup glow up, as they call it. You know, when you see people that were like a fucking mess when they were in a relationship, and then when they break up with someone, they go through a glow up. Whether the person that they were with was toxic or not, some people just feel like, okay, so the person that I was with doesn't want me, so I must change my life. You know, it becomes like a reality check, an awakening in itself. And so people go through a lot of changes because they can't tolerate themselves, or they can't even look themselves in the mirror and like who they see. And the person that they were with becomes the last straw. You know what I mean? So I feel like you were that. It's like you were the last piece of that reality check for them. And so, in a way, this is talking about, not about you two reconciling, and it is not about reconciliation here. It is about what you've done. And what you've done has helped this person. And it's going to make them a better person, a very successful person. Now, when I say success, I don't mean fame. It's more like a person becoming their best version yet, right? They will become their better version. And I feel like this message is telling you, hey, it is because of you. Even if it doesn't seem like it, even if the situation between the two of you was toxic, it is not about that part of the relationship or that phase of your lives, but it's about what it triggered, what it initiated. That was the point. Maybe you were their karmic. Maybe you were their karmic. Karmics come in many shapes and forms. The type of karmic that I see here, it's more like a karmic contract or a karmic lesson, where you come into someone's life and push them over the edge. That edge, though, it's not to destroy them, but it's to awaken something within them that was asleep. And that's exactly what you've done. You've awakened a part of this person that is now evolving and being more of themselves. So again, this is not about reconciliation. I mean, I feel like this message is more like FYI. You have done your job. The karmic contract between the two of you, it has been completed. This person is doing well, very well for themselves. And Gemini, this is not about making you feel like, oh my God, they're doing so well, I'm not. This is not about comparing yourself to their life. This is not competition. This is about letting you know that, hey, you've done your job here. This person is doing well. And even if you think you don't give a fuck about this person, you do. Even if you think to yourself, I don't care if they're doing well or not, you do. At least on a soul level. On a soul level, you do care. Because most of the time we are kind of restricted with our egos and our entitlement to be the better person. And we think to ourselves that, hey, we are in a connection and we are the best out of this connection. So if you are thinking about your ego in this equation, in this message, you might even get triggered. You might even think, well, why do they get to live a better life? They did this and this and this and this to me. Bitch, calm down. Life is not a competition. There is plenty for everybody. This person is not holding you back from, doing better in your life. But you have initiated something within them that triggered them into an awakening. And this awakening is good for the overall collective, if you think about it. Right? So be happy for them. If you can't be happy for them, don't feel anything for them, I guess. But I feel like I'm talking to Geminis. Some of you will be fucking triggered, I just know it. But I feel like I'm talking to Geminis that understand the spiritual journey. You understand that life is not about the sentimental things that humans associate themselves with. It is about the spirit, the experience, the lessons. And every fucking thing in life is temporary. But the most important part to take from these temporary experiences is what you've learned from it. What have you done? What have you accomplished? What did you learn? On to the next. And that's life. Life is not this sentimental thing that you see in movies or the society standards that gets shoved, I want to say, down your throat. Realistically, and we're talking realistically, I'm being logical here, okay? Realistically, relationships don't really have that sentimental value that people talk about all the time. Realistically. Everything, of course, I'm not talking about there is no romance or there is no love. There is love and there is romance everywhere. But it all comes in phases, especially the romance. When I'm talking about love, I'm talking about love is all around you and it starts within your heart. So nothing's holding you back from experiencing love. What holds you back from experiencing love is you. And I'm not talking about being in a relationship with someone in order to feel loved. Because if you think the only way that you can receive love is through another person telling you, I love you, then you've missed the point. You still have much to learn. Okay, so basically, this message is kind of telling you, hey, job well done. You've done your job. Okay, let's see what else. If there is anything else. Let's see what else. What the fuck did I just talk about? The love and how love is everywhere, all around us, and it starts within us. Ace of Cups. You can love a person even if you don't end up with them, right? Unconditional love. It's like, I don't care if I'm with you physically or not. I love you anyway. I wish you all the best. Hopefully you find whatever your heart desires. That is true love. That is the unconditional love that we are talking about. And maybe you are reaching a point, Gemini, in your life where you are experiencing, wow, as I said, maybe you are reaching and experiencing, we have the Hermit. Maybe this is something that you are ought to learn or learning. You know, you could be discovering what true love really means. And you give it to yourself, you give it to others, you give it to nature, you give it to animals, you give it to the air you breathe. Every time you inhale deeply, you're like, oh, I love you, air, I love you. You know, you could be exploring that part of living, or that experience that you get as a physical being, right? And so there is something beautiful here, not only unfolding in this person's life, but it's also in you. This has a spiritual tang to it. You know, like I feel like with the Hermit here, you could be exploring this idea of everything around me is me, everything around me is love, everything in me is love. And so you are emitting this high vibration of love. Love is a high vibration, right? And if you are someone that sees the beauty in things, sees the love in things, you know, you enjoy like a really nice piece of music, you enjoy nature, you connect truly. That is love. This could be something that you are exploring currently, or maybe ought to explore. So this is something you should be exploring. Okay? Because I want to say this, life is not a competition. If you are constantly comparing yourself to other people, you miss out on the experiences that you are supposed to experience. And it's like when you come in union with someone and things don't work out, but then they do better without you. It's not that you were a bad partner. This is specifically saying this is not about you being not good for them. Some situations where you are initiating, triggering people so that they can do better without you. You know, like not all toxic situations are actually toxic. Yeah, the way that we see toxic these days, everything is fucking toxic. It's like, for example, if you see a couple that argues, or you see a couple that challenge each other, you would call them toxic. These days, it's like if you don't shut your fucking mouth and, you know, just be together, it's not toxic. But if you say something, you speak your truth, and you somehow get into a disagreement of some kind, it's toxic. No. There are people that might not say thank you to you, but there are people, because you triggered their ass, it resulted in initiating change within their life. And they will be forever changed because the changes that they have implemented benefited them. You know, it made them self-aware, it made them realize something about their life, and it changed them for the better. But it's because of someone triggering them. Do you understand? So not every bad situation is actually bad. And that's what you need to understand about the connection that you had with this person. If you are thinking, oh, this bitch was toxic, this bitch wasn't doing anything, this bitch is doing everything that I wanted them to do when I was with them. It is not about you receiving the better version of them, because the better version of them was non-existent until you triggered it. And so you are like the punisher, you know, the person that people will not like, especially if you trigger them. For example, you know, when I trigger people, they will possibly hate my guts for it. But I've planted the seed. I've initiated something. So when they go off on their own, and they might even think they have their own thoughts about what they are going through, they will better their life, not knowing that I have done that. Not knowing that I have initiated that. Do you understand? I know, so many flies. Catch the fucking flies. Why are you not doing your job as a cat? There are too many of them for you to catch, huh? She just got a shower, she's still wet. My baby. You needed that shower. You needed that shower. So, do you understand what is being said here, Gemini? This is no ordinary message. Because what you need to understand is life isn't as we perceive it. You know what I mean? You know what I'm trying to get at? Stretch your wet legs on me. Stretch those wet legs on me. We all go. You're so cute, you know that? What? So, this is an exciting phase for you, Gemini. Okay, I feel like the start of the message was trying to show me that, you know, hey, this is possibly about this person that is doing well without you, or is kind of shedding and changing. But actually, this reading is about you. I mean, duh, Gemini. But usually, I bring energies that talk about what is happening in your life. But I feel like you need to understand what is happening in this person's life in order to understand yourself. Keep up the good work. You could be some type of person that is becoming a light worker. Because, you know, a lot of people think that they have to be born light workers. Nope. You can get assigned things without you agreeing to them before. Meaning, when you go to sleep, you can go and, you know, agree to some contracts or assignments or tasks. Like, hey, yeah, I'll take that. I'll take the job. You know, it's not that you have to die in order to get other contracts. You can get more if you want to. And even if you don't know that you want to, consciously, your soul could be calling for more. So whatever this journey that you are on as the hermit, you could have Virgo in your chart. Whatever this journey that you have, keep exploring. Keep exploring to see what it will make of you. Do you understand? Keep exploring to see what this knowledge can do for you, what it will make of you. This reminded me of a quote by Jim Rohn, and he was talking about money, but apply the same kind of concept to this spiritual journey that you are on. And he says, become a millionaire for what it will make of you. So it's not really about becoming the millionaire. I mean, duh, yes, sure. But for you to become a millionaire, what will it make of you? What type of changes will you go through? What type of discipline will you develop? What type of character building will you go through? So he said, become a millionaire for what it will make of you. Because that is the true investment. That is the true purpose. You know? Okay, a little bit of a philosophical reading today for you, Gemini. I like it, because I like to philosophize. You know what I mean? I like to philosophize. So I'm going to pull you another message, Gemini. The second message is for Gemini extended members, but I'll give you a preview before we take a bath. Hang on, I need my vet. I need my baby. I need it to smoky. One. She always likes to slap me with her tail. Look. My baby, my baby, my baby. Do you know she's a Gemini? But she's a Vedic Gemini, okay? She's not like a... She's a Cancer. She's a Cancer in... Is she a Gemini? Yes. She's a Cancer in Western, but Vedic, she's a Gemini. And you know, I see her as a Gemini more than a Cancerian. Dude, you knocked my cards. Why are you so excited, baby? Why are you so extra excited? Because you enjoyed the shower. Secretly, subconsciously, you enjoyed the shower, huh? It was good. It was a good shower. Leave the bike. Leave the mic alone. Gemini. Little Gemini. Leave. He's feeling playful. Oh, my baby, my baby. My baby. Leave the mic alone. Don't rub yourself on it. Aye! See, she just bite me. Such a Gemini move. Look, bite me. Nice. Am I too much right now? Okay. I need to calm down, right? She was like, calm your ass down. Let me bite you. Calm your ass down. Calm your ass. Hey, look, even though you are a big cat, remember who is the bigger cat. Hello, I'm talking to you, bitch. Hey, remember, I'm the big cat here, okay? Don't get too comfortable thinking that you are the big cat. I'm the bigger cat, okay? Give me a kiss. Come here, Kush. Come. Oh my gosh. All right, can we move on now? Thank you. Thank you. All right, let's see. Second message for Gemini. Gemini. Whoa. You're teasing someone that has Leo in their chart. You're teasing someone, or you are triggering. What's with your ass triggering people, huh? What's with that? I feel like it's more like a tease. You could be challenging someone mentally. Because what I'm getting is that this person thinks of themselves as very smart individual. Maybe they are, but until they met you. So it's almost like there's a mental challenge here that you impose on this person. And they are not comfortable with that because they love the fact that they are the smartest person in the room. And then when you walk into the room, they feel a little bit like challenged. I don't know who this person is to you. It could be anybody. So not all my readings are love related, okay? Keep that in mind. So you have someone here that is kind of intimidated by your intelligence because they consider themselves as the intelligent one. And so when you come around, it's like you take away from that. You know, this person is actually nervous around you. So when you are around, they try to, I feel like their brain runs high on, like the processor it runs so fast because they want to keep up with your intelligence. I'm getting that this person fidgets a lot when you are around. You stress them out, Gemini. This person gets stressed out when they see you, when you are around, whether this is like a friend group or something like that, because I see other people present as well. So let's say this person is with a bunch of people. Maybe you know these people as well, but you know, they're relaxed and they feel very dominant and very superior. And then you walk in and they feel like you are their equal or someone that is better than them, and they feel like a little bit like they have to prove themselves. You know what I mean? Hang on, my music stopped. And so let's see where this goes in extended, because it's 31 minutes. Let's see where this goes in extended, but I see, as I've described, that you intimidate this person, make them nervous, and they are intimidated by your intelligence. Let's see where this goes. The extended link is in the description box. I'll see you there.